classroom, answering questions about priesthood in general and my personal calling. So, any other questions? Or where do we want that? Yeah. How long have I been a priest? 11 years-ish. I was ordained in 2002 on May 25th. I'm 39 years old. So, yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I guess I'd probably either say Italian food or a nice steak, nice piece of meat, whether it's pork or whatever. But I like a variety of food. I mean, I like pizza, I like hamburgers, so I do like, you know, just your basic food. But then, of course, you know, nicer foods for nicer events is, yeah.
How did you feel when you were called to be a priest?
How did I feel? That's a good question. Yeah, I guess, I mean, it's an exciting thing to feel called to the priesthood, because of what a priest does. But of course, it's also, I think it's fair to say, it's a little scary, in the sense of, I think I always felt like my parents would be supportive. So I wasn't, some people are afraid their parents won't support them. But I would say that wasn't, thank the Lord that wasn't an issue. But even I have brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews, so I was like, what were they going to think? And then of course even my friends, not all my friends were church-going diehard Catholics, so they were going to wonder, what's this, or what in the world, what's this all about? Because right, most of my friends, and even in college myself, you know, going to dances and, you know, the average college person going on dates and spending time with friends, and then when you say you're going to go be a priest, that's, yeah, a little scary wondering how your friends are going to respond to all that. But yeah, I think most people, in my experience it was that even though they didn't understand, most people don't know what that means when you say you're going to go be a priest or go to the seminary. I think most people still respect it and find it intriguing. So I was happy, nobody was rude about it, or you're crazy for doing it. So I was happy, you know, your fear that people will reject you or not like you, or think you're weird. But yeah, I think most people were supportive and interested. Oh, all right. I don't know what it is. That's still going, huh? The iPad has more storage space on it, I think, maybe. Anybody else? Where else did we leave off?
Was it a different experience going to the seminary?
Was it a different experience? Yeah.
If you could tell us a little bit about like what seminary is like, what you study, kind of.
Yeah, I guess there's 4 branches of formation in the seminary, if I can remember them. So there's human formation, spiritual formation, academic formation, and pastoral formation. So I guess the human formation, that's sort of just kind of a basic, obvious one, but at the same time it's important. Just, you know, basic maturity, basic human skills, kind of your basic personality. So with the help of your friends and help of the priests, and, you know, are you living a healthy life? Eating, sleeping, exercising, hobbies. So kind of being aware of those things and evaluating yourself and working with people to try to make sure that's all in good order, so to speak. Spiritual formation, obviously with your daily mass and daily prayers, the rosary, different devotions, reading the lives of the saints, going to confession, going to spiritual direction. Academic formation. Part of seminary is it's a college experience. So you're like every other college student, so to speak. You're taking classes in the classrooms and writing papers, taking tests. Like again, it's like a normal college life in the classroom. I mean, they all know you're pursuing priesthood, so the questions and atmosphere is a little different, but your professors or your teachers, it's right like a college atmosphere in that sense. You know, speaking of that, to jump back to Carrie of ours, you know, I think it was at least twice he flunked out of the seminary, or was told, we don't think you can cut it because your grades aren't good enough. And now he's the patron saint for all priests. So obviously you have to achieve or pursue a college degree and even a master's degree in theology. But even the Curé of Ars, he struggled a lot with Latin, because back then all the priests had to know Latin, and he had a hard time with that. So he kept going. He kept getting back in there and eventually got ordained. So that's the academic piece. So because somebody's well think well, I could maybe do it, but I'm not smart enough. Well, keep at it.